Start recording. Okay, our first panel is going to
あ
go to Anthony.
18までにアニメが本当1秒も無駄にできるね。
Dekine.
What? Sorry?
Well, you said Dekido, and I corrected you, but you corrected yourself as well.
できねえ。Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Then so the first bubble is like uh need to like create it in to convert it to anime, and I have like 18 years to do it, and 18 years is my time limit. Then the next bubble is 本当1秒も無駄にできねえ。So I can't really waste even 1 minute
You're right.
of
This
it,
one right here
of
is
mine.
perfect. This one right here, the counter isn't there. You're right. He is talking about 18 years, but he's not in this specific context. Your grammar was fine. In this specific context, he's not saying 18 years more. Like if he's 16 plus 18, he's saying until he turns 18. So that's what it's like. So it's Sai in this context
Sai.
rather than Toshi. But it's not actually
Okay.
this. And it could have been until 18 days for all you know. So the context isn't written in there. Ikibyoka! Huh? Wow. Not even 1 second, huh? And Cookie, are you microphone able? You look like you are.
Yeah, I am. Can you
Awesome.
hear
Yeah,
me?
I did hear you 5 minutes ago, but it just, my brain is mush. So next panel is for you, Cookie.
はい、こう。気持ちは悪いけど、テストの前の日くらい勉強した方がいいと思う。I think this means it doesn't feel good, but the
Wait,
test
what
from
does
before,
kimochi mean?
feeling.
You're right, feeling. And then it says wakaru, not warui.
Oh, sorry, I understand your feeling, but the test from before, like from a day ago, I think
What does
I think I
hogai
had
mean?
like it's better to have
Better to have.
done something. Yeah,
Yes. Better to have. It's better to
yeah. So
do.
I think it was
Benkyo.
yeah. So I understand your feelings, but I think that you would have been better off studying for yesterday's test.
No. It says you test 1 day, at least 1 day before. The test was this morning.
Yeah.
Test
Oh,
no
fair enough.
mae no hi kurai. So at the very least, the day before the test, it's good to study, I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
And the next bubble here goes to Anthony.
わかってる。昨日も少しは勉強するつもりだったんだけど、わかってる。Yes, I understand. 昨日も少しは勉強するつもり。I did like intend to like study a bit yesterday. 昨日も。
Perfect. And wakateru theoretically does mean understand, but you only ever use this in like you're kind of like snapping back at somebody. Wakateru. It means like I already know this. So yes, I
know.
understand doesn't like have that same vibe. That feels more like yes, understood, which feels more like wakaru. Wakatta, actually, past tense is probably what you say. Wakarimasu.
No.
Well, wakattemasu
Okay.
feels very much. I know already. But it doesn't have to be like the part, but like it just that kind of more vibe like that. Kizuitara asa ni natte ta. When I realized that it was already morning. And the next panel here goes to Cookie.
俺、高校も役者来たで、いいと思ってる。What's this bit here? I think he's talking about like a high school, right?
He is. This is the name
I
of
think
a high
he's trying to
school.
say, yeah, I think he's saying it would be nice if he went to that high school.
Yeah, and but remember, E doesn't necessarily mean nice when you're using it as a comparative. It just means it would be better off doing. So in this case, he said, I decided I would be fine with just going to Yakusakita high school, which in the context, right, gives you the vibe that it's probably a low-class high school, since in Japan, high schools are almost like college in that you don't have to go to them, and they're ranked differently versus in America, where I live, that's not a thing. Kita high school, and the next, I think this is probably one sentence, so all together, Anthony, ganbare. 聞こえない。何？
成績トップの主人から見たら、超バカ子だけど、うちの親が許す最低レベル。できるだけバカな学校の方が勉強する必要ないから、漫画描く時間ができる。Oh my god. So the first bubble is 成績トップの主人から見たら。From the point of view of like Shujin, who is like has like the top result, 超バカ子だけど、うちの親が許す最低レベル。Super dumb school. It's a super dumb school, but my uncle, my parents, my parents permitted that such a low level like that.
Yeah, so low-level school. So, like, there's different level schools, right? So, from Shujin's point of view, the school is probably absolute trash. However, it's at the lowest level his parents would allow him to go to, so that insinuates there's an even worse schools than Kitako. Like, Kitako is not the worst school, but it's not, like, anywhere near the top. It's probably, like, an average or slightly below average school.
So, できるだけバカな学校の方が勉強する必要ないから、so as much as possible バカの方が勉強する必要ない。There's no need to like study on that like low level school. And since I don't really need to study for that low level school, I'll be able. I have time to like draw manga.
Yep. 訳すきたか。でも最高がそう決めたんなら仕方ない。すべては漫画家になるため。He says, wow, really, Yakusakita school, huh? But you know, if this is what Saiko has decided, there's really no helping it. I mean, it's really all for the purpose of becoming a manga author. And the next panel here goes to Cookie.
でも、最高、あずきと同じ高校行かなくていいのか He's like, but Psycho, will it be okay if you don't end up going to the same school as Azuki? And then the next bubble goes, Azuki と、Azuki と保育か、知らねえし、 上司を、no, 上司こうかもしれねえじゃん。So wherever Azuki goes, I won't know. And then it says she'll probably go to a girls' school.
It's definitely possible she might go to a girls' school. 聞けばいいじゃん。メールアドも早く教えてもらって聞けよ. And he says, well, just ask her about it. And really, you gotta go ask her to ask her to tell you her mail address already. I'll do this one as well. いや、違う。高校行く。その方が. It's like, no, no. We should go to a different, high school. That is more, romantic だ. More romantic. Go to a different school. 出た! Romancisto no chi. It came out. His romantic blood. And these two bubbles here are going to go to Anthony.
中学卒業して、次にあずきに会うのは、俺が漫画家あずきが声優になったとき。中学卒業して。Finishing middle school. Next is 次にあずきに会うの。As for like meeting up with Azuki, 俺が漫画 I am going to I'll be a mangaka. Azuki が声優になった時。So I feel like there's still more.
There's definitely
he's
not.
saying like
The no here is very important. Do you know what this no is?
possession or topic.
Pronoun no. Not possession
pronoun,
no. Very different. This is taught in class as nounifying no or whatever word is. But this is pronoun no.
Okay.
So this is a non-defined thing that's being defined with the relative clause tsuki ni azuki ni ao. The answer, what this no is going to be at the end of the sentence, which is the da, 90% of the time. So the toki is the same as no. So what does toki mean?
Toki is time. The
yeah,
time that
so when what? Tsugi ni azuki ni ao.
Yeah. Well, when the time that I'll meet Azuki when I'll meet
Yes.
Azuki
The next time I'll meet Azuki after graduating from middle school is going to be when? 俺が漫画家。Azuki が声優になった。
I'll be a mangaka and Azuki will become a voice actress.
Perfect. That's exactly what it says. それまではメールだけ励まし合うのな。He says, whoa, so you're going to be doing it that much of not even seeing each other? And all you're going to be doing is saying gambaru over mails? And he says, yeah, uh-huh. And the whole panel down here is going to go to Cookie.
これまで、おじさんの真似しなくてもいいんじゃね? It's like, well, to that extent, isn't that just copying? Wait, is it going to be okay to be like your uncle? Your copycat?
Yeah, he's saying kind of the opposite here. Wouldn't it be better not to just imitate your uncle to that extent?
Okay, fair enough.
You don't have to imitate him.
And then it's like, yeah, manejane is like, I'm not copying him, or I'm not being like him. 俺がそうしたいんだ. This is what I want to do? No.
So you're right.
Oh, it is. Okay. きっとあずきもそうしたいと思ってる. Surely um, surely Azuki would also would also want something like this, I think.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, oops.
Did I miss anything? Okay, good.
Nope. Nope. I just gotta get my zoom on. And this next bubble here goes to you, Anthony.
最後、あずきが他の高校で彼氏ができちゃうなんてこと考えてねえだろ。Didn't you think about Azuki if she goes to she goes to like a different school, she's gonna like she's able to like get a boyfriend,
Yep.
such
Perfect.
such a thing as that. Okay.
考えてねえよ。俺はあずきを信じてる。I haven't thought about that. I believe in Azuki. なんで話もしないでそこまで信じられるんだよ。Why can you believe in her so much considering the fact you can't even talk to her? Next panel here goes to Cookie.
でも最高を見てると、今までは二人が結婚できたらできないだったけど、so it's like, um, but Psycho like saw
When I look at
her,
Psycho,
yeah, when I look at Psycho, sorry, I look at Psycho, up to now, I think it's like they two want to get married, it seems.
it says, but you know, when I look at you, Psycho, even now, well, up to now, I think, man, it'd be nice if these two people got married, but now he's wondering this.
uh, So Kanara probably means without exception.
Yeah, for
So I
sure.
think
100%.
it's saying now now I think that the two of them need to without fail have to be married for some reason.
Yeah. I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think that
Right.
these two for sure have to get married? Studio? It's like, yeah, we'll do it, you know? Saiko wa dote, Azuki wa shoujo no mama na. So you're gonna get married as both of you guys being virgins. The next bubble here goes to Anthony. 聞こえない.
Oni?
Yeah. Anthony not here? Right? He is.
Molly,
Yeah.
are you still there?
I am. You don't hear me? What?
I think your internet
Okay.
dropped out.
Oh. Is it back?
Yeah, it's back
Yeah,
now.
I can hear you
Okay.
now.
Oh. It's definitely possible. I do have bad internet.
Okay, so it's mine. Okay, 主人、たまにそういう恥ずかしいこと真顔で言うよな。主人、たまに。You occasionally talk about like very embarrassing thing with a straight face occasionally.
Yep. You just called them both versions. The next bubble here goes to Cookie.
それが、理想っていうか、こうも、そう思ってね。Like, but you also believe that that's the ideal that's the ideal thing, isn't it?
You're both versions. まあ、ちょっといいんじゃないかな Well, I guess it would be nice. ちょうどいい Sorry, ちょうどいい I guess that'd be just about right. Oops. This bubble up here goes to Anthony. Sorry, the panel.
あずきも俺もその時18じゃん。18ぐらいがちょうどいい。So Azuki, even Azuki or even me at that time, it's also not it's not 18 years old. 18
John
years
mean
old.
その時 18 John. So
じゃない
won't we both be 18? So it is Janai, but when it gets slurred as John, it feels more like you're talking to someone like Janai with like a questioning intonation. So he's saying won't we?
Won't we at that time won't we be 18 years old? 18 years 80がちょうどいい。18 years old is like perfect.
Yep, for losing your virginity. Just in case you lost the context and that's why you're so confused. Next panel goes to Cookie.
夢は語ってるだけじゃ実現しない。So the dream is to it's basically to talk about and materialize your ideas. Well,
it's basically saying often. It says dreams will not jitsugen if you only katateru.
Yeah, so dreams will not materialize if you only talk about them.
Exactly.
And then it's like, 絵の練習しようと。I think he's trying to say, like, for example, practicing drawing.
Yeah, no example though. Shio means is shio, let's do it. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna start. The To is just saying he's gonna do it right now because To has a immediate consequence type of vibe coming to it. Kitako ka. I see Kitako, huh? Ore mo Kitako da. Well, I'm also going to Kitako. Huh? What? And the rest of this right here is going to go to Anthony.
主人はちゃんと進学校行けよ。主人が来たっておかしいだろ。主人はちゃんと進学。It's like saying Shujin is like is kinda like he's fit for like no wait Shingaku Koi. He's like he goes to like a school preparation school.
Yeah, Ike means go.
Command.
It's a command. So go to the school you just said. It's a prep school.
Go to a prep school. Shujin. Then Shujin Shujin going to like the school that I am going to is a bit strange. Suspicious.
Yeah, it's kind of strange you want to go to Kita school because it's such a bad school.
Chanto? Well,
Chanto
can I
means
ask, yes.
Properly, right? Chanto. So he says go to a real prep school. Don't go to trashy Kitako, right?
Okay.
Go to the number 1 school, not the number 156. Next bubble here goes to Cookie.
一緒に漫画家目指すなら同じ高校行った方が何かと、すごいし、近道だ。Like, if we want to become manga artists or aim to do so, it would be like the circumstances would be better one way or another if we went to the same high school. It will be like a shortcut.
Yes. It'll be more convenient and a little bit of a shortcut. Perfect. 時間がもったいないってサイコと同じ気持ち。I feel the same as you that I don't want to waste any time. それに on top of that, and this panel right here goes to Anthony.
最高。ここの合鍵くれたじゃん。俺を本当すげえ嬉しかった。俺にもそれくらいさせてくれたっていいだろ。So the first one was like, didn't you give me this here spare key? 俺本当の I was really really happy, super happy. 俺にもそれくらいさせてくれたっていいだろ。I'll be doing それくらい to that extent. You can command me or you can like 俺にもうそれくらいさせてくれたって。Is it like you're I'll give you some favors or I'll be let you have your way with me or something like that?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, seems right. But I'd probably yeah. Next bubble here goes to Cookie.
サイコと漫画wait. サイコと漫画やろうって決めるまでは、東大って思ってたけど、so it's like, up to deciding in becoming a manga, like doing mangas and stuff. Todai, is Todai the name of a high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
The best high school in Japan, probably.
Yeah. Todai って思ってたけど、I'm considering or thinking about going to Todai, however. What it means.
Before, right? Before Psycho was going to make a manga with me, before that was like decided, right? Well, like up until it was decided we were going to be making a manga together, I was thinking I was going to go to that high school.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, he really was thinking that. And because I stole the last line from Cookie, I'm going to zoom out slightly, this big bubble is also going to go to Cookie again.
Oh, wow. 東大での漫画家って、なんか、かっこ悪くね。かっこ悪い。So it's like, So a manga artist that came out of that Todai High School would be seen as quite unattractive, right? And then Todai でのお笑い芸人とか、必ず IQ or is it dash Q IQ 芸人とか言われて面白くないとバカにされるじゃん。So like a comedian or a low IQ like guy that, so to say, that would come out of that Todai place would be wouldn't be really interesting, and we'd be made fun of.
Yeah, that seemed right. Yeah. So when you come out of Tokyo, the #1 school in Japan, and you become a mangaka, doesn't that make you look kind of stupid? Like whenever you hear about a comedian and performer that came out of Todai, you always are like, what is that guy doing? What an idiot, you know? Like, you went to the school and you can't get a job.
I heard that there's a guy called Tim Minchin. He's a huge comedian and a musical genius. He came out of a very big private school in Australia. And so I guess no one's making fun of him anymore, unless it's at his live shows. But mangaka mo hanpa na 大学の方が安心だって。So it's like is like I think he's trying to say that going to these high schools like would be just there to give you some safety, but when you go to like for
I feel
going
much
to
more relieved if you're going to a half-assed university with manga than going to Todai with manga. And the next bubble here goes to Anthony.
学歴なんて隠せばいいじゃん。だいたい漫画家になれなかった時の保険にいい大学行くって言ってたのどこ行ったんだよ。Such a thing as like a school your like history, your school background. If you like conceal it, isn't it okay?
Shouldn't you just conceal it?
Generally, manga ka narinakata toki no the time that I won't be able to become a mangaka, safekeeping it, guarding
Hoken
it.
in this context is referring to insurance.
Insurance. So when like having a good college, having a good college to go to is like a good insurance just in case you didn't become a mangaka. It's like
perfect. Who said that though?
言ってたのどこ行ったどこ行ったんだよwhere did you hear that?
It's actually the opposite. Where is the It's saying who is the person that had said, "Oh, I want to go to a good school so that manga can be so I have insurance in case I don't actually become a mangaka." Where is that person even left on Earth? 慣れない時を優先してちゃダメだろ? It's no good to prioritize not becoming it. Instead, you should prioritize what you want to become. The next two bubbles here go to Cookie.
Like, 北後期マリナ落ちるなよ、最高。北後期マリナ. Don't decide to go to, like, don't decide on that Kitako High School. Like, you'll fall down, psycho. And then the next bubble says, Ochikayo, I will, it's like, F, cause, F for that high school, and he says it twice.
I would guess in this context, right? He said, you decided, right? This is not kimaruna. Don't do it. Kimarina. So you have decided to go to Kitako. You better not fail it, rather than better not. You're going to fall. So this na is the not na versus the second na is not the not na. So they are virtually identical, but that would be my interpretation in this, right? So you don't want to. He's saying don't fail because in Japan, when you're entering into a high school, you have to take a test, right? It's like going to college, unless you're specifically at a middle school that is directly linked to a Pacific high school. If you want to go to any other high school, you have to take a special test, and if you pass the test, it's the only time you can enter that high school. So he's saying, don't you dare fail. And he's like, as if I could fail. I'm trying to get into Kusokita, right? He's trying to get to the Kitako high school, which is like, he said, garbage. He's like, how bad do you think my grades even are? I could pass that test in my sleep. The next bubble is going to go to Anthony.
Okay, wait. できさ、俺原作書くにあたって、ここにある漫画全部読んでみようと思ってんだけど、
でさ、
I don't really know what that is. Like,
anyway,
okay.
this is a random so.
俺原作か、original work 書くにあたって、I'm trying to like do some original writings. ここにある漫画全部読んでみようと。I'm going to like read all of this manga here, every manga, everything. I think.
Yeah. No, I
But
thought it was like, since I've taken on the job of writing the manga, I was thinking, I think I'm gonna go try reading all of the manga at this place. どうかな何万冊ってあっけど he's like, can you really do that? Will ya? How many manga volumes do you think even are here? And the next bubble here goes to Cookie.
It's like 全部じゃなくても、面白いと思えるのは、読んだ方がいいかもな。It's like, yeah. maybe it will be okay, I think, if I just if I don't necessarily read all the manga, right?
Yeah. But there's also like the omoshiroi part.
Okay, fair enough. So I think that it will be interesting
Oh no.
if I
So what he
don't.
said here is that it should be rather than reading all the manga, I should just read all the interesting manga.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's why it's nakutemo. Zenbu ja nakutemo omoshiroi. So it's saying not just all the rather than all, it's the interesting ones. まず、男の条件、読めよ。どっかにあるはず。何それ面白いの He says, okay, so the first thing you gotta read is a boy's jokin, a boy's conditions. You gotta read that. It should be around here, I think. Oh, is that book super interesting? And this panel right here is gonna go to Cookie.
Okay, so 日本一の少年漫画原作者. So I'm just going to check what that thing means. Okay, 原作者, Haji Warai Sen no Haji Warai Sensei 原作による、漫画家だるものこうあれみたいな話. So I think he's trying to say Niyoru. I'm trying to think of what it means by Niyoru. Okay, so I think
so
it is
Niyoru is who said mangaka taru mono ko are. That's who said that. So Niyoru is letting us know who said that quote. According to.
I need to like take a lot of time to break this down.
He talks funny.
Yep. So the top manga like manga producer, like original work producer, Kajiwara. I think that's the person's name, Kajiwara.
Yes, Kajiwara Ikki is the name of the sensei, the mangaka, who made the Gensaku.
And he said that mangaka daru. I'm not really getting the quote.
Yeah, mangaka taru mono ko are. Taru means like to be the capacity. So he says ones with the ability to become mangaka. So basically the ones who will become those. This is what they need. And the this in the context is the otoko no jouken, because that's why Mashiro was recommending this book. That's the topic. So Takagi was like, oh, is it a good book? And he says, well, you see, the number one shonen manga author, blah 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 blah. Inside of his work, he wrote some kind of story saying, if you want to become a mangaka, you have to do these things.
Fair enough. Okay, then I'll do the next bubble, which says, "Sunge," and it's like, that's amazing. Furi manga da kedo na. It's a really old manga. Like it's 60 years, it's like from the 60s. And it's in our hands now.
It's saying that the book is probably out of print. Teni haranai. It cannot be in your hands. But he's saying, so contextually he's talking about people in general, but they do have it here. So he's just saying it's out of print. Most people can't get the book because it was printed in the 60s. それから行く! He says, ooh, then I really gotta try that one out. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have us wait. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll finish the chapter. This right here, I'm just not gonna have us read this. we're gonna skip this. This is what the page said in the manga, which is すげえこれ漫画家の5大条件男の5大条件. And he says, oh my god, this is so amazing. These are the 5 conditions in order to make a mangaka. The 5 conditions to make a mangaka that a man has to do. And then he has condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, condition 4, condition 5. And it's basically just saying like do your best, but all fancy, and it's like talks funny, and I'm too lazy to work through that. So we're gonna skip that. Just know it says nonsense. Next right here is for Anthony.
今はもっとスタイリッシュにおしゃれに人気がすべてって感じだけど、俺はそっちの方が好き。今はもっとスタイリッシュ。Right now, I'm more stylish, stylish.
He's talking about manga.
Oh, yeah. Stylish manga. Oshare is like also fashion.
Yes.
It's very stylish. Stylish. 人気がすべてって。Popularity is everything. It's a feeling that
so like, this is saying I feel like the things that are popular these days are the more stylish and fancy manga these days. But
for me, this one is much. I like this one much better.
Yeah, he likes the manly otoko stuff. Psycho otoko boy manga 好きって言ってたしな. He says, yeah, that makes sense. You told me you really like manly manga after all. And the next panel here goes to Cookie.
いや、そういえば、おじさんも、おじさん、冬の漫画家、三大条件言ってだっけthink about this one. Now that you mention it, my uncle also, like, he also said, I'm pretty sure you said 3 of the big conditions of becoming a manga artist.
That is what it says.
In a way. And then it says, oh, 俺にも教えて, oh, tell me about it too.
Mm-hmm. These ones we will be reading. Right here goes to Anthony.
Wait. 天才じゃない場合の漫画家に必要な3大条件な。天才じゃない場合の漫画家に必要な3大条件な。The condition that I'm not a super a genius.
Pause. Sandai joken. What does that mean?
3 conditions.
Yeah, but this is not like my condition. Like, am I in good condition? These are like laws.
Yeah, the
There's three
earlier
rules.
laws that they said.
Yeah. So the
Oh, wait,
three
this
rules that are hichiyo.
needed, required
Yes. And they're
to
recorded
become.
at a certain time when you're a mangaka. What kind of
uh,
mangaka?
a a mangaka that is not does not meet the requirement of being a genius.
Yes. Perfect. And the first rule is goes to Cookie.
その1、うぬぼれ、うぬぼれ、自分は他のやつよりできると思い込め。What? First rule is to be egotistical, right?
Yes.
To have conceit. Like,
俺は他のやつよりできる。
yeah.
俺はできる。
Yeah, is like you are like more able, like you have to convince yourself to be that you are more able than other people.
Exactly. You gotta convince yourself you're really good at this. And this right here goes to Anthony.
それは持ってるな。もっともうぬぼれじゃなく、本当に才能が、I definitely have that もっとも。It's not what's unubore again?
Being conceited, full of yourself.
Okay. もっともunuboreじゃな。Not about like being conceited, but a real ability.
Yes, I truly am talented. It's not me being conceited. それをうぬぼれって言うんだろ? And that's what I call being conceited. And the next rule is goes to Cookie.
その2、努力 is like, which pretty much in this context means put in the effort. It says, まともなことも言うんだ、川口だろ、先生. It's like, that's a very honest thing that that Kawaguchi, your teacher Kawaguchi has said to you.
Yeah, very honest. で、最後は、そう、It's a pun. He says, so the last thing is, and he says, and he says, yes, it's But in Japanese can mean luck. So, and are the same word. So he says, yes, luck. And he says, なんだよ、最後はかよ. What? Why is the last thing good luck? And this right here goes to Anthony.
当たり前だろ。天才じゃないんだし。いや、ずる。
ギャンブル。
なんだ。ギャンブル。okay. ギャンブルなんだから。Isn't it obvious? 天才じゃないんだし。we're not, it's because we're not genius. We're gambling.
Exactly.
And
Perfect.
because of that, we're gambling.
Oops. And here is our last page. And Cookie, this is for you.
That means they're really putting the effort in. And then it's like, こうして毎日、いたずら僕は絵を描き、囚人は漫画を読んだ. So it's like, in like this, every day, they single, like with pure intent. That's the only thing they focused on. Which is the cycle guy, was drawing pictures, like continue doing so, and Shujin was reading manga.
Yep. この父の魂って泣けるな. It says, oh, this right here, the father's soul, it makes you cry. Don't cry, 泣けるな. そして月曜、僕と習字にちょっとした衝撃が走った. And then that Monday, me and Shujin, we were given a huge shot. Psycho, Toto. He's like, wait, come here, Psycho. Kore, look at this. And this bubble right here goes to Anthony.
これ、哲学書、準入選で出たんだ。これくらい珍しくないだろ。This is like a Tezuka award. Jun Junyu Sen Junyu Sen is it's like entering the selection. Like is this the pre-selection?
Yeah.
It came out on the pre-selection. To this extent, it's isn't it kind of rare?
Rare? Yeah, it says it's not rare.
Mezurashi.
So,
It's not rare.
not
Okay.
rare.
It's not rare.
It's just, so there's a lot of different like manga contests in Japan. You can like supply your manga to the contests, right? And then they'll go over and pick the manga that they like from the contest and be like, we're going to be taking this person up, you know? So he's like, yeah, it's a semi-finalist reward. And he says, look at the age! And this right here is going to go to Cookie.
15歳 is like 15 years old. 俺たちとダメか行こうへ。俺とダメか. What does that mean?
Tame.
I'm sorry. 俺たちと
Tame
still don't
in
really get it.
katakana means same age.
Oh, okay, fair
Appear.
enough. The same age as us. And then if not older.
I think it says he's 1 year older.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if the author is 1 year older than them or if this guy's 1 year older than them. Could be either. Because it's not specified. I would guess it's saying he is 1 year older than them, since the subject of the previous sentence was him. He's 15 years old, the same tier as us, a whole year older. Right. That would be the logical assumption. So that makes these two 14 years old. And that is where that chapter ends. So we'll be stopping here.